What if you could generate clean, responsive, modern websites like this from a single text prompt? This is what you can do with this new model, WEBGEN-OSS 20 billion from Tesslate. In this video, we are going to install it locally, and then we are going to check out how can we generate these websites with the help of a text prompt. This is Fahad Mirza, and I welcome you to the channel. If this is the first time you are visiting, please like the video and subscribe, and consider becoming a member, as that helps a lot. I have been covering this UI generator models from Tesslate and various other companies for quite some time. Still, I would say this field is evolving, quite niche, and that is why I am quite excited to see this new model, which seems to be slightly different from the rest of the models which they have provided around a couple of months back, because this model seems more smaller, cleaner, and responsive when it comes to generating websites. But we are going to test it out on various benchmarks. Plus, another thing about this model is that it is small enough for local runs and fast iterations. So don't expect it to generate a website like this or this or this in single iteration. You have to do multiple iterations, but still, I think just an idea that you can generate even, I would say, a semblance of this sort of front end, this is really big. So let's get started. The tool which I'm going to use is this Ubuntu, and my GPU card is NVIDIA RTX A6000 with 48 GB of VRAM. For model installation and serving, I am going to use VLLM. If you don't know what VLLM is, just go to my channel, search with VLLM, and you should be able to find heaps of videos around it. And for instance, I have done this full tutorial to get you up and running with VLLM on your local machine on Windows or Linux. So I am assuming that if you're following along, you already have installed VLLM following this, and for GUI, I am using OpenWebUI, which you can also search on the channel if you want to install it. It's very simple, just do pip install OpenWebUI, that's it. Okay, so having said that, let me take you here. Our virtual environment is already there. I'm going to run this command, which is going to download this WEBGEN-OSS 20 billion model, and it is going to serve it on our local system, and it is going to use around 92% of my GPU memory. It has detected my CUDA platform, and then now it is going to download the model. While it downloads it, let me also introduce you to the sponsors of the video, who are iGent, which is the world's first multi-agent workforce desktop application, empowering you to build, manage, and deploy a custom AI workforce that can turn your most complex workflows into automated tasks. And meanwhile, the model is being downloaded. As you can see here, there are 9 shards of it. And if you're also looking to rent a GPU or VM or CPU on very good price, you can find the link to Massed Compute in video's description with a discount coupon code of 50% for range of GPUs. And the model is now being served, and initially, as you can see here, it is consuming close to, I would say, 39 GB of VRAM, which is not bad at all. Okay, so let's go here, and maybe I will open another terminal, and we are going to launch our GUI so that we could access the model in the web environment. Let's wait for it. It is going to launch. And the model is now downloaded, as you can see here in OpenWebUI. Let's try to build a single landing page for LatticeDB, and I am asking it that the style should be modern, generous white space, and all that stuff. And these are the sections I want, and also I want some FAQ, footer, and constraints, and that sort of stuff. So let's run this. While it runs, let's also check the VRAM consumption. So consuming over 46 gig of VRAM. As you can see behind the scene, it is generating some HTML. There you go. So let's wait for it to generate, and we will test it in the browser environment, what exactly it has generated. Sometimes this preview of Open Web UI doesn't work. I think they're still working on it, but we will see. And VRAM is still staying at 46 to 53, which is not bad at all for the full model. And by the way, it is also available in quantized format. So you can easily run it under 16 GB if you use a lower quant, and that is available in their Hugging Face card, and you can find the link in video's description. And it has finished generating the UI. Let me make it a bit bigger here. There you go. Not bad at all, I would say. One thing I noticed that I asked it to have plenty of white space. I don't see that. Let me open it in the browser to make sure that it's the same thing. Yep, it's the same sort of stuff. And this is not aligned properly. It has tried to do it, but the alignment is bit off. And this is the footer, which looks quite well placed. There are some rights to and all that stuff. And if I go at the top, let's see if it is responsive. I'm just going to click on Y. Yes, it is responsive. And what happens if I hover around it? Yep, you see the button is responsive too. So not bad at all. So let's click on FAQ. Yep, it works. So, and we can always iterate on it. So for example, if I just tell it, and by the way, if you go through the code, I have had a quick peek. It's not bad at all. So if you are a front-end developer, please also advise in the comments what do you think about it, because you are the best judge of it, and I think you will be the best user. Okay, so maybe I will ask it, can you make background white, and also make sure that, let me write it first. So I am just asking it to make sure the background is white and everything is aligned properly, and visible, everything is shown in the visible section of the browser without scroll. And you saw that as soon as I ran it, it thought for a moment. It seems like there is some reasoning behind it. So background is going white, which is always a good idea. Let's wait for it to finish. And it has produced this code, as you can see here. So I will just try to move it here, and then we will check it out. Yep, it has followed the instructions, and most of the things are already in the first half. The background is white, and then there are some images. This iteration is much better than before. So you see, you can't get it right in first go. Lot of iterations would be needed, but it is all running local for free. You don't have to worry about any API costs. Okay, so I will just move it here. I think I should use this button anyway. Let me open a new chat, and then I'm just going to run this. Now I'm asking you to build me a conference schedule app UI, speaker bios, session details, and room maps. Let's wait for it. And it has built the preview. Let me open it in the full screen. There you go. So future tech, yep, it's an app design. Not bad at all. So quite responsive too. I'm just hovering around it. So if I click here, it just takes me to another screen, I believe, where nothing happens. Let's wait. But other than that, not bad as a boilerplate, and then you can build on top of it. Let's try out another one. And now I am asking it to construct me a project management UI, a timeline view, budget tracker, and resource allocation. And look at the speed. It's a different joy to run these things locally, seriously. And it has finished producing this. Let's run this. There is also an error. I don't think so. This is from the model. This is maybe from the Open Web UI, but doesn't matter. Let's go and check it out. Yep, this is a project made, and I think you would have to do a lot of iterations in this one. I'm just scrolling down. Yep, it has done some things. There you go. This one is nice. And I'm just clicking in this text box. Not bad. Okay, so this one was good. Let's try out another one. Now I am asking you to draw me a home hand-drawn style UI for a children's storybook app with interactive elements. I am also keen to see what exactly it is thinking. Let's run. Okay, that's it. Interesting. And while it happens, again, another request, please consider becoming a member. You will see a tab here at the homepage of channel which will say membership. So if you would become a member, that helps channel a lot and me, and really gives me some boost to keep producing these videos, which is still a labor of love. So highly appreciate your help there. And there you go. This one seems quite good. Let me open this. You see, it's much better. And of course, there are various things which we can do in the iterations, but not bad at all. So I'm just going side by side. So I'm scrolling. There are interactive elements. This one is nice. I'm just going on to the stories. This one is pretty good. You see, quite clean, quite crisp in my opinion. And this won't take much iteration to be production ready. Pretty good. Okay, let's do one final one. And in this one, I'm going to ask it to draw me a cybersecurity threat monitoring UI, some dark theme, real-time activity feed, and all that stuff. And there you go. So let's check it out. Secure sign, something like that. I think it has even given it a name. Very interesting. So this is a real-time threat monitoring. And you see, just like in a security stuff, look at the cursor. It is just like, it is magnifying or something like that. And it has also populated it with some images and stuff. Some critical alerts are there, on call. This I really like. And some popular links. So pretty interesting. I'm just interested in real-time threat monitoring. There is not much there. Maybe, in the next iteration we could also do that. But look, very impressive model. I think it has come a long way if you compare it to these UIGen models. And if you go to their model page, Apache 2 license, which is very permissive. Now, some people ask me to specify the licensing details. I can't really do that because, if you're looking to do it on commercial basis, you would have to take the legal advice. That is my only take on licensing issues, because every geography, every use case has different connotations. But Apache 2 license on a very high level is a very permissible license. That's it. Let me know what do you think. Please like the video, subscribe to the channel and become a member, as that helps a lot. Thank you for all the support.